I know from a lot of our reporting, at the Daily Telegraph about what's going on in outer suburban Sydney, and particularly around that scandalous minting of thousands of new citizens just on the eve of the election. That caused a lot of disturbance in some of those communities out in Western Sydney. Are those votes, are those preferences going to flow directly to the coalition, or are they going to get wound up, sort of distributed through some of these minor parties? And what do groups like the Muslim Votes organization have to influence in all of this?
Yeah, look, again, a very big soft vote. So they're currently looking at Dutton. They're very, very interested in the coalition, but they're not there yet. And they've got, I think pre-polls will open 4 weeks tomorrow, I think, 31st of March. That's my fearless prediction, which means it almost certainly won't be. But if it's a 12th of April election, then pre-polls open in just 4 weeks. That is not long. And mate, the one thing you can't buy in an election campaign, you can buy media, you can buy paid media, you can buy, resources, but you can't buy time. So the clock is ticking. The coalition really need to start pitching their message on cost of living. I think, obviously national security, defence, sovereignty, they're all important issues. But as the issues profile will show in today's Daily Telegraph, cost of living is the number one issue, followed by housing. Private and public health are a sleeper issue. Mm-hmm. And if you're not on those issues, you're not salient with the public. And I think, Dutton is obviously ticking those boxes of national security. That's important. But he really needs to own the economic narrative, because this election will be decided on that narrative.
So just to be really clear about that, in terms of, we've been talking about a lot of different issues here in the papers and on TV, but this is going to be, you would say, a cost of living election first and foremost.
Absolutely. And most federal elections are about the economy. There's some exceptions, but they usually are. 2001 was a national security, but that was after Tampa and 9/11, which was obviously extraordinary events. But they usually are about the economy, and this will be no different. I think there's some parallels to 1990 federal election. After the recession, we had to have high interest rates, high inflation, high unemployment. We don't have high unemployment right now. And yet Hawke was able to win that election. So it's a salutary lesson to Liberals. Yes, they're well positioned at the moment. There is a mood for change in the electorate, but they have not yet done enough to deserve to win the election in the eyes of the voters at the moment.
Well, as a very senior Liberal said to me the other day, it is a big hill to climb still. Tony Barry, thank you so much. Thank you for your great work with Redbridge, and look forward to speaking with you at your next round of polling.